Good.
Right, you go to the hospital with it, yeah?
Okay, Gov.
The name's Paul Davis. He's got a licence, he's got insurance, the vehicle's registered in his name. Narika's got the details.
So what's the story?
Well, it was a fight. A bunch of football supporters jumped in while he was trying to fill up with petrol. The two mounted saw it.
PC's Carter and Rogers.
I'll have a word in a minute. Who else you got?
Well, you've got the attendant, she's in the office, and then you've got the other customer, he's still on pump 6.
Ah, you were already at the match?
Yes, I was in the chairman's box.
Yeah, well, sorry to spoil the fun, sir.
We should inform AMIP straight away.
I've already done that, sir. They'll take over ASAP.
Good. Anybody called in DI Burnside?
He's unobtainable, dangling worms in a Welsh river. Well, that's the story.
Right. Well, you better take me to the scene of the crime.
With respect, sir.
Yes?
Can I suggest that you inform the next of kin? Personal touch, it might help.
Excuse me, sir, can we have you off the wall? Sir?
I was on the island down by Dunedin Avenue. There was a crowd both sides of the road. All Rovers Football Club, was it? Yeah, mostly. We'd try and keep the visitors down the Wellington end. Basically, mate, it was chaos. I could see them round the car. When it went over, we moved in. It wasn't until we cleared them off we saw there was a body.
So whoever did it got lost in the crowd?
If you could cast your mind back, please, sir.
Well, it all happened so quick. There's a lot of abuse.
What, between the home supporters and the visitors?
Well, I got the impression it was all the Rovers Football Club. The only black and white around was on the car. I suppose that's why they set on it. I didn't see nothing. They're all over the car, loads of them.
There was a lot of people today, always are, but most of them have already gone by.
So they didn't need to spill onto the forecourt?
No, it was the car. I think it was from the other team.
Wait a minute. This monitor, it's a fixed camera, right?
Yeah, it's mounted on the wall outside.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's just for the cars that drive off without paying so I can get their numbers.
Let's rewind and have a look then.
Jim Carson. He's done Borstal too. Mugging, bit of breaking.
Huxley Estate. What about Bernie West? Give us a look at him.
Now, sir, there is a younger brother, Stephen.
Yeah, it's Bernie I'm after. What's this?
Video from the garage forecourt, Gov.
Hang on, rewind it a bit. Stop. Guy in the car looks like Bernie West to me.
Looks like tossed lines, but I don't think he was there.
Very funny.
Well, I mean, I don't see how you can say from that.
Well, take it off to the professionals then. Give it a touch-up.
What, make it look more like him?
It could be vital evidence, Sergeant. Any objections? I'll leave that to you, Dashwood. A nice media job, probably right up your street.
Thank you, sir.
Tosh, take these down to the football ground. Give them to the surveillance crew and see if they can ID them in the ground.
Well, all these on suspicion of murder?
Yeah, and don't be prissy about it. I want the world to know. Viv, nurse the phone. I want bodies in the bin for this before Amit gets here. Thought you'd be at the game, Stephen. It's Bernie about.
Wait a minute.
I'll wait all day if I have to. Why don't you shut the door and join us?
You got no right.
I thought you were the footballer in the family, Stephen. Why aren't you at the game?
Bernie's not here.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Did he go to the match?
No.
Check the other rooms.
You can't do that.
Don't mess us about. Just tell me where he is. It's not you we're after.
Police!
Come on! All right, Bernie, you're coming with me.
You use armour, you can't arrest me!
I'm not. You're just coming down for a little chat, isn't he, Sergeant?
Come on, get him in the car.
Get it. Hold it.
I'm approaching the Davis address now. Any news from the hospital?
He was dead on arrival, sir. Probably died instantly from a blade in the heart.
Anything from DCRA?
He's got a few suspects, but nothing to go on yet.
Mrs. Davis?
Yes.
Mrs. Paul Davis?
Yes.
The younger brother, Stephen.
No one's picked him up yet, sir.
You leave him out of this. Keep trying, eh?
So, Bernie. Running away when you have nothing to hide?
What were you doing this afternoon?
Shopping.
You didn't go to the match then?
No, I went shopping.
What, for that gear?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have thought you'd have been seen dead in that stuff. Sure you didn't get someone to buy it for you?
I'll take care of myself.
Where did you get it all then?
Couple of places in the high street.
Which ones?
Sports shops.
What about the shop assistants? Will they stand up for you?
You happy with that seat?
What are you talking about?
You tell us the names of the shops. We check it with the assistants. If they say they saw you, I'm satisfied. What about receipts?
Chucked them out, didn't I?
But you did get receipts.
Of course I did. You saying I nicked them?
All I'm saying is you tell us where you went. Let us check it out. Easy.
I don't think you did go shopping. I put it to you that you were going to the match, but you changed your mind because you knifed a man. You were there, Bernie. You were on your way to the match. You got into a fight at the garage on Spring Lane where a man was knifed.
I don't go to football no more. I can't. I'm banned.
Yeah, you can talk to me. I'm an officer on the case. Just give me your name and tell me where I can contact you. Hold on a moment, sir. The Chief Inspector's here now. Gov, we've got a witness. He's very nervous, but says he saw the whole thing.
Detective Chief Inspector Ray? Are you there? Lost his bottle. Did you take details?
Insisted on speaking to you.
By name?
No, officer in charge of the case.
If he calls again, keep him talking.
He checks out. He was banned.
It doesn't mean he didn't go, though. What about my video?
About an hour.
Whatever way you look at it, Derek, it's not just rival gangs of hooligans.
Gordon's got Bernie West in on suspicion. They're a political family with a history of racial harassment. He wants us to make a PA call at the stadium before the end of the game, asking witnesses to come forward.
That's ridiculous. It's vital we keep as low a profile as possible till we made some progress, like lighting the blue touch paper.
Well, I've told him. How are the next of kin?
A nice family.
Guys, get in there and shut up.
Where do you want this one, Alec? Down there, Bob. Yeah.
You all right about it?
Have we got?
Mullins.
Which ones you got then?
Nichols and Mullins, sir.
What about the others?
God, there's 8,000 bodies in that stadium. It's a bit...
Yeah, all right. What do they give you?
Closing ranks. Or perhaps you don't know.
Nothing from the scene of the crime, Bob?
Socko's taking samples, we've got photos, we've got measurements, but till Amip arrived, that's it.
Okay. I want T-shirts, jeans and boots off to Lambeth for analysis.
What about West, sir? You're going to charge him? Because if not, I'm going to have to let him go.
They'll all be in court in the morning.
That's what I've heard, they're not.
If you want to play it like that, I'll go and get a warrant in the TSG as well.
Why are you hounding my boy again?
It's Stephen I want to talk to.
You want him to grass?
If I wanted someone to grass up Bernie, would I start with his brother? There were a lot of people at this riot. It's a process of elimination. If we can eliminate Stephen, then maybe we can do the same for Bernie, too.
You'd fit him up as soon as look at him.
We're not talking about giving evidence yet. We could send somebody to meet you. Just say a time and a place. Yes, we do. All right? I'll check and you call back. Just ask for me. WDC Martella, Viv, extension 149.
The witness?
Says he'll meet for an informal chat. No strings, no commitments.
I'll take his call.
I don't think so, sir. He'll only speak to me. And the body we put up to meet him has to be black.
I'm looking for Stephen West. Detective Sergeant Gregg here, Sunhill CID.
He's not here.
Sandra Harris? I know he's there. I've just had a word with his mum.
Look, I don't want any part of this.
It's not you I want to talk to, love. You were in a bit of a hurry.
I'm not saying anything.
Why not? Does that mean you got something to hide?
No comment, okay?
No, Stephen, it's not okay. You got a choice. Either you talk to me sensibly, or I arrest you on suspicion of conspiracy to pervert the course of justice and interview you at the neck. What's it going to be?
You can't arrest me.
Do you want to try that out? All I've got to do...
Look, it's got nothing to do with him, all right? Just leave him alone.
I'd rather he told me that. Now, Stephen, just a little chat, eh?
I've just heard that AMIP are going to be delayed. Obviously, that puts more pressure on you rather than less. Take a seat. They hope to set up shop sometime this evening. The staff will, if they'll be up to speed until tomorrow morning. You got anything for them?
I'd like to say a body, sir. I think we're in with a chance. Probably as good a chance as a team coming in from another ground. The racial overtones in this suggest to me that it's local knowledge that's needed most.
But it may not be somebody local. Football hooligans come from all over the country, if you consider that.
Yes, sir, but the witness report suggests local. Certainly the home team.
Gordon, we need a result, and the sooner the better. What I don't want this to become is a race between Sunhill, CID and AMIP. The body we put up for this has got to be the right body, not just somebody whose face happens to fit.
No, sir, I understand that.
What about the suspect you got downstairs? Any success?
No, sir, not yet. But we're chasing an anonymous call from an eyewitness. It could clinch it.
Well, if it does, fine. If not, chuck him back.
I asked to talk to a black officer.
But you're talking to me about a black man who's been killed, and I want the man that killed him, right? What do I call you?
Kenny. You can call me Kenny.
You spoke to me on the phone, Kenny. I'm WDC Martella. You can call me Viv. Do you live on the Huxley estate?
I'm not saying.
I could understand you not wanting to stand witness if you do.
I don't want no cops coming to my door, uniform or other, no way. I'm not sure if I want to go through with this.
Look, you saw a man killed, didn't you? A black man. That's what you said.
Right?
And you know the man that did it?
Yeah.
Do you want him to get away with it?
Look, man, you put away one white racist, do you think it's going to stop?
The man who died's got a wife and 2 young children. So far, you're the only person that saw what happened. What is your family, Kenny? Brothers and sisters?
Just me mum, right? Well, OK. I do live on the estate. You know what it's like down there?
I know it's difficult for you.
It's difficult for her. Because every day they make her suffer. We have mailbox rubbish. We have noise. We have body language. We have harassment. What we have, man, is we have hate. And that's just normal. That is before you grass anybody up.
Look, Kenny. You saw who did it. You can identify him. We need your help to put him away for good.
You want me to testify? I want out of that estate. OK.
If it was all whites round the car, how did he get close enough to see?
He was walking to the match on his own when the aggro started. He held back to let the car through.
No connection with Davis?
No, I asked him that. When the car was surrounded, he backed off because he didn't want to get involved. He jumped onto the wall at the back.
Grandstand view.
Why didn't the mounted take him for a witness?
Because he was frightened. He jumped off the wall and ran for it.
OK. I'm off to see the chief super. Write it down, every detail.
Right.
Good girl, Viv. Sounds like a lad we can do business with.
He trusted me, Ted. And don't any of you forget it.
I don't want to talk about Sandra.
Fine. Let's talk about your brother Bernie. Did you really not go to the match this afternoon?
I don't know. I wasn't there. You just got to believe me.
Yeah, okay. But if you could tell me what Bernie was doing this afternoon, you could put him in the clear.
He's banned, isn't he?
Yeah. Does he still go?
Once or twice, yeah.
This afternoon?
No.
What was he doing this afternoon?
I don't know.
If we gave every informant a new house, getting convictions would be a very expensive business.
I realise that, sir, but I do need something to offer him.
I can't make deals, Gordon.
Why can't I say you'll have a word with the housing department?
All right, I'll talk to them, but I can't make promises on their behalf.
Of course not, sir.
Hold on, Viv. I'll do that.
I'll chase him.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just waiting for Ray.
Don't hold your breath.
Is your coffee?
Is that your eyewitness?
With a little persuasion, he will be.
Hold it there. That's it, there.
Right. Now, if I blow that image up...
What's that?
The pixels registered on the original camera have been enhanced. By enlarging and then cloning identical pixels around each of the originals, we get this.
That's better.
Right, now I switch over here for a bit of artwork.
Now, we're sort of out of reality now, right?
Yeah, better than photo fix, surely.
Can I have that on paper?
Yeah, sure.
Now, the question is, can I trust you?
No, Kenny. The question for now is, do you want this man put away or not?
Well, of course I want him put away. It's what comes afterwards that bothers me.
I've told you, the governor will fix it.
That's not enough. I don't want it for myself, I've got places to go. But if I stand up in court and testify, what's going to happen to my mum?
All right, Kenny, hear this. I'm holding a man on suspicion. I've got circumstantial evidence, I've got forensic maybes, and he's got previous. But from all his mates, I've got a wall of silence. Now, if you shape up, I'll charge him tonight. And believe me, that'll save you a lot of aggravation back on the estate tomorrow.
I'm sure.
Well, let's get started on the statement.
You're not hearing me, man. Before I get to court, I want my mother rehoused or I will not testify. It's as simple as that. And until I have a guarantee to that effect, I am signing no statement for you.
You say your brother didn't do it. Why are you so nervous?
He's my brother, right? You and that other geezer want to put him away. I don't help. Why am I even doing it?
You might not want to help, but you wouldn't mind him put away. Is that what you're saying?
Look, we don't see eye to eye. That's normal enough.
You were telling me about the football.
Yeah, I'm good at it, right? Played Rovers youth team. They've got some real talent there. I mean, some of it is black. Hey, my friends, Bernie just... Look, I just can't live this way anymore.
You've got a nice girlfriend, place of her own. Why not move in with her?
It's not that easy. She's as frightened as anyone else.
Why?
You know, this afternoon when I came round to Sandra's, I could only do that because I've seen Bernie taken away.
You're telling me Bernie's been seeing her?
She's my girl.
Stop. Bloke on the car.
Yeah. And that's what they call enhancement, is it?
If I'd given him a picture of Bernie West to start with, he'd have done a better job.
I think you'll find that's not allowed, mate.
What's the matter?
He won't cough without a contract signed by the commissioner.
Gov, I think you better have a look at this. The camera's fixed across the pumps, right? What we've been looking at is the car being pushed over. But what you also get is a clear view of the back wall. And at no time in the riot, before, during, or after, does anyone stand anywhere on the wall.
The wall William said he climbed on.
Come on.
Sir.
What?
I don't know if it's going to sound like bad news.
Yeah?
I've got doubts about a witness of yours.
Join the club. If I built the prosecution on your evidence, you would have given West his ticket to walk.
How come?
A good brief would have found that video and blown you out of the water.
Everybody knows it was Bernie West. But none of his mates are going to grass, are they? Nor any white men on the estate.
So you thought you'd fit him up?
Somebody's got to do it. You don't know the half of the damage he does. He's evil.
I don't need you to do my job, Kenny. You got that?
If it was a white man knifed, you'd have half a dozen of us by now. And by the morning, you'd be smiling for the media with a string of cockamamie confessions.
Get the hell out of here, son, before I give you grounds.
We could have you for wasting police time. Just remember, you owe us. Just think about it, right?
See him out. All right, Alec, you better let Bernie go.
Hang on, Gus.
What with?
I want to have another go at Stephen.
What, put him in the frame?
George, Tony, take the front hairdressing salon 2 doors down. Reg, we're looking for some clothes with blood on them. They could be lying anywhere around. Just have a nose about, okay? Go. Sandra, there's a couple more things I want to talk to you about.
I told you all this to know.
Sandra, I said. Shall we go in?
Say what you got to say.
What were you doing this afternoon, between 3 and 5 o'clock?
She was working here.
I believe Bernie came here and sent you out shopping. I believe you bought a T-shirt, track pants and a pair of high-tech flights. Not what Bernie would have chosen himself, but what you'd prefer him to wear, eh?
What are you talking about?
Question is, what did you do with all the gear he was wearing? The stuff with all the blood on it.
Go.
I think I found something.
Sandra Harris, Stephen West, I'm arresting you as accessories to the murder of Paul Davis.
All right. Open the door. All right.
I've been here too long. You're out of order.
Giving you grief again, Alec?
You've taken your time.
Yeah, we got diverted, but I'm ready to charge him now.
I want to complain.
We found the gear, Bernie, at Sandra's. It's got Davis's blood all over it. And we're keeping you here while forensic prove it. Then I'm going to charge you with murder.